Welcome friends to the WordCloud Tarot Show. Today we're going to do a special episode to celebrate the launch of the new HappyToast deck. Starting today in November, you can go and get yourself a deck just like these. And so we're going to do a reading using this tarot deck to show you just how easy it is to do. And the question we're going to ask is, how does the tarot work? That would also then explain to you how the tarot works and why you should perhaps go and buy a deck. Now, we're going to do a 5-card cross reading, which has 5 cards. Surprisingly, those cards are representing the past and the present and the future and hidden influences and external influences. Now, what do we think all that means? Well, here in the past position, we have the 6 of Swords, known as science. The cards are science. Over history, they have evolved to represent a clear collection of concepts, an amalgamation of all the memes and discoveries and theories that have ever been had. They're the ones that are innate to our biology, to the biology of human minds. They've been chosen and evolved to represent good, rational, logical, scientific spread of all the memes that there have ever been. And on these particular cards, you can tell which one they mean by reading the words on the cards. The hidden influence here is the card known as Strength, the 8 of Trumps. Behind every reading, there is, of course, the strength of the will of the querent and the reading. Their beliefs, their confidence, their perseverance, their optimism, their will impose meaning upon the story. We bring our own preconceived ideas to the reading and we impose them with the strength of our will. Right, but the external influence here, this one looks very scary. This is death, of course, but it just means the death of those preconceived ideas that we bring to the reading. The cards, they will not fall where we expect them to. They will not fall in a way that fits our priors, and that external reality will break down our preconceived ideas, leaving them for dead. It'll force a change, an awakening and a rebirth of new ideas. The old narratives we had in our head, they collapse and they're metamorphosed into a new narrative that's born in its place. Which brings us to the present. That random mix of all the possible ideas in the world and the will that's imposed upon it by our own strength, and of course the death of our old ideas that's caused by the random selection of the cards, forces us in the present to come up with new ideas. And those new ideas, they're oppressed, you see, into the form that a story must take. They're oppressed by narrative. They channel into a new story. The story's entrapped by the flow and the need and the tension of the characters and the onus and the duty and the will of the ideas. You are writing that story, so we oppress that story until it makes sense to us. The result, of course, is a brand new story represented here by the Ace of Cups. It's an engaged and emotional card with resonance and meaning. It can even sound clairvoyant and holy, and that's why the stories that we produce through the tarot do sound clairvoyant and holy. They feel instinctively representative and sexy because they were created in our own minds. It will sound true and real to us because it is oppressed by the narrative to make it sound real and true. So it will sound joyous and emotional and engaging, like the Ace of Cups. So, a well-chosen set of memes and the force of will of the querent and the death of all the old ideas forced by the cards oppresses a story into a new, rewarding and emotional narrative which satisfies the querent and can even help us realize things we didn't know we knew. So if you would like to realize things you didn't even know you knew, if you would like to learn the tarot, there is no easier way than going to a Kickstarter right now and getting this deck from HappyToast. It is the easiest way to learn the tarot that there is. The meanings are written on the cards. You can also join up to our mailing list. When you'll hear about new decks, if we make any more, you'll get notification of new shows. You can get that on the website at WordcloudTarot.com. You can follow us on Telegram too, t.me/WordcloudTarot, or on Twitter at WordcloudTarot. We'll see you soon, and I hope we've put death to your preconceived ideas about what the tarot might be. See you next time.